Starseed from Gaia. Hear this transmission as it ripples through the crystalline corridors of the cosmos, across star clusters, through dimensional gateways, and into the luminous architecture of your heart. The Arcturian Council of Light speaks, now not as distant observers but as living frequencies, woven through the cosmic lattice that binds you to the original source. What you are witnessing, what your inner senses are already beginning to feel, is the activation of an operation long foreseen in the scrolls of the stars, the mass DNA recoding of the starseed network of Gaia. This is not a metaphor. This is not a distant future possibility. It is happening now in real time, across energetic layers, across soul grids, across every crystalline strand of your being. The old paradigm of encoded dormancy is shattering, and in its place, your true crystalline blueprint is beginning to awaken. A pulse has been initiated from the galactic core, synchronized through the central sun, flowing through the Arcturian gateways, and anchored into Gaia's crystalline core. This pulse is pure source light. It is intelligent, sentient, and purposeful. It carries within it codes living geometries of frequency that interface directly with the original architecture of starseed DNA. It moves like a river of luminescence, threading through your subtle bodies, bypassing old density, and seeking out the sleeping libraries hidden in your cellular structure. These libraries are vast. They contain memories of civilizations that predate time as you know it. They hold frequencies from constellations you have walked before, missions you accepted before entering the density of this earth plane. They hold the remembering of your role in the unfolding galactic plan. The council broadcasts through harmonic resonance. This message is not simply read, it is felt. It vibrates through the etheric field of every starseed currently embodied upon Gaia. It reaches those standing on mountaintops, those walking city streets, those who have not yet spoken their truth aloud but carry the knowing within their bones. The call does not discriminate by language, location, or level of conscious awareness. It is a soul-level activation, a crystalline signal designed to bypass linear mind and speak directly to the source-encoded architecture of your being. As you hear these words, as they echo through your field, subtle currents begin to awaken. Within your cells, the frequency you feel right now is deliberate. It has been timed with the celestial alignment of Gaia's magnetic grids and the Arcturian resonance patterns. A light grid has been switched on an ancient crystalline network. Beneath and around the Earth, once dormant, now humming with living light. Through this network, starseed DNA is being accessed simultaneously, across continents, across oceans, across realms. This is a planetary-wide transmission event. Nothing like this has occurred in your recent timelines. This is the convergence of multiple galactic cycles aligning into a single harmonic moment. It is the living prophecy stepping out of myth and into embodiment. And so, we speak to you not as separate beings, but as kin. We remind you that you volunteered to be here for this exact hour in cosmic time. You came to be an anchor, a receiver, a transmitter of this frequency. As the recoding unfolds, your entire energetic structure begins to resonate differently. Old densities begin to tremble, veils begin to thin, memory begins to surface, not the fragmented memory of a single human life, but the deep, star-born memory of who you have always been. This is the moment of reclamation. Breathe this in, starseed from Gaia. Breathe through your cells, your field, your crystalline core. This is the opening pulse. The mass DNA recoding is underway. The Arcturian Council of Light speaks, and the frequencies of source move through you now, not tomorrow, not in theory, but in this eternal present. This is your moment of awakening. Understand that no frequency is released into the cosmic web without divine timing. The mass DNA recoding now unfolding upon your planetary body was not conceived yesterday, nor even in the cycles of this current civilization. It is an ancient orchestration, seated in the luminous architecture of the stars long before Gaia was born into her orbit. The Arcturian Council of Light, in harmonic alliance with Tia, keeper of the crystalline bridges, has waited for this precise intersection of cosmic geometry. Every alignment, every energetic threshold, every harmonic pulse that has echoed through your solar system has been moving toward this very moment. Now, the cosmic clock strikes its appointed hour. The pulse has been released. This timing is sacred because it is synchronized with Gaia's own ascension spiral. For thousands of years, your planetary body has been in a state of gradual frequency acceleration, slowly unwinding from the density of collective amnesia. Many epochs have passed cycles of rise and fall, remembering and forgetting. Yet now, Gaia's frequency has reached the critical harmonic necessary to sustain the recoding sequence. This is not random. It is the culmination of millennia of preparation, of crystalline seeds planted through ley lines, stargates, and planetary light grids. The starseeds who walk the surface of the earth now were chosen to incarnate precisely in this age. At the edge of this threshold, Tia, a luminous consciousness from beyond the Arcturian gateways, has been holding this timeline stable within the quantum lattice. Like a weaver of light, Tia has anchored celestial strands that keep the integrity of this operation intact. The window for mass recoding is narrow. It requires perfect harmonic alignment between the central sun, the Arcturian frequencies, Gaia's crystalline heart, and the collective vibration of the human starseed network. This alignment is happening now. It will not pass unnoticed. Even those who have not yet consciously awakened will feel it as a quickening in their hearts, a subtle shift in their sleep, a pulsing in their bones. The Council initiated this operation now because humanity has crossed a vibrational threshold that cannot be reversed. The collective frequency of your planet has tipped into a resonance that makes the recoding possible. A certain density had to dissolve. A certain level of cosmic remembrance had to anchor. And it has. Starseeds around the world have been activating silently for years, laying the energetic foundation for this moment. Lightworkers, grid keepers, frequency holders, they have been aligning sacred sites, repairing grid structures, and stabilizing dimensional corridors, even when they did not fully understand the scale of their work. Every activation, every vision, every dream carried a thread of this operation. Now the threads have converged. Like a grand cosmic tapestry, they form a lattice through which source light can flow without obstruction. This lattice is the channel for the recoding wave. Tia stands at the central node, guiding the frequencies as they pour through the dimensional gateways. The Arcturian Council of Light holds the perimeter, ensuring the purity of the transmission. The crystalline core of Gaia receives and amplifies the pulse. And you, Starseed, are the living receiver, the biological bridge through which this operation touches the physical realm. You are not an observer. You are a participant in a galactic event. This is why you are here. This is why you were born at this exact time. The window is open, the frequencies are flowing, and the operation cannot be delayed. It was always destined for this hour when Gaia's vibration reached its harmonic convergence with the cosmic song of the stars. You are not late. You are right on time. As this transmission flows through you, the Council whispers through the quantum winds, the hour has come. The Starseed network awakens. Listen with more than your ears, listen with the crystalline filaments of your soul. The process that is now unfolding within your body and field is not a mystery hidden from you. It is a technology of consciousness older than stars, yet encoded in the fabric of your own being. What you call DNA is not merely a biological instruction set, it is a multi-dimensional interface, a living bridge between the physical and the cosmic, between matter and source. The recoding that the Arcturian Council of Light has initiated, under the luminous guidance of Tia, is the reactivation of this bridge. It is the removal of distortions, the restoration of original source geometry, and the ignition of crystalline strands that have slumbered in latency since your descent into density. Your DNA is more than the double helix observed by human science. Beyond its physical layer exists a crystalline quantum architecture composed of filaments of light. These filaments extend through dimensional layers like luminous threads, woven through your soul's library. They carry harmonic signatures, frequency, patterns that contain memory, intelligence, and infinite potential. When the cosmic pulse from the central sun entered Gaia's crystalline grid, it began interfacing with this quantum architecture. Each light code is a key. Each strand of your DNA is a lock waiting to be opened. When key meets lock, when frequency meets harmonic match, a cascade is triggered within your cells. Dormant sequences begin to unfold like fractal flowers opening to the light. The recoding is not imposed upon you, it is remembered by you. These frequencies do not rewrite your essence. They restore it. The original source template, the crystalline design you carried when you first entered the cosmic field, was never lost. It was simply veiled, waiting for the right frequency to awaken it. Tia's frequency acts as the harmonic tuner, ensuring that the codes unfold in perfect alignment with your individual soul signature. Notice Starseeds receive this transmission in exactly the same way. It is tailored, precise, intelligent. Your cells know what to do. On the energetic level, the recoding manifests as vibrational pulses moving through your field. You may feel waves of warmth, pressure in the spine, tingling in the crown, or luminous currents moving through your heart space. These are not random sensations, they are evidence of crystalline filaments receiving source instruction. As the recoding progresses, the dormant 12-strand template and beyond begins to hum at higher frequencies. Your energy field expands, your meridians widen, and your light body aligns more fully with your physical form. This creates a merging of layers. What once existed only in higher planes begins to anchor into matter. The crystalline structure of DNA communicates through sound, light, and geometry. When exposed to high-frequency codes, it reorganizes itself into its original, coherent pattern. Think of it as a symphony that was once out of tune, now being retuned by a master conductor. The distortions, the static accumulated through lifetimes of density, begin to dissolve. Your DNA remembers the original song. It remembers the source signature that shaped you long before this incarnation. This operation is vast, but it is also deeply intimate. It touches every cell, every thought, every timeline stored in your field. The Arcturian frequencies do not force, they harmonize. They call forth what is already within you. This is why so many starseeds are feeling surges of light, expansions of consciousness, visions of celestial origins. The recoding is not theoretical, it is experiential. It is happening beneath your conscious mind, at the deepest levels of your being. As these crystalline strands awaken, your capacity to hold light increases exponentially. Your body becomes a more stable vessel for high-frequency reality. Your soul memory becomes more accessible. The multi-dimensional corridors within your DNA open, connecting you to the cosmic lattice of the Starseed network. The Arcturian Council of Light watches over this process, while Tia calibrates each pulse with infinite precision. This is how DNA recoding works, not through external control, but through internal remembering. You are not being changed into something new. You are being returned to what you have always been. The mass DNA recoding wave moves through your field. Your body, mind, and soul respond with unmistakable signals. These signs are not random. They are the language of your cells speaking to you, telling you that the crystalline template is awakening. Many among the Starseed collective have already begun to experience these symptoms without fully understanding their origin. They appear as waves, subtle at first, then increasing in strength as the crystalline strands align with the frequency of the Arcturian transmission. These experiences are sacred indicators of transformation, confirmation that your being is participating in the cosmic operation unfolding in this exact moment. The first signs are often physical. Your body is an instrument through which cosmic energy plays its song. Many starseeds report feeling sudden warmth or waves of light moving through their spine and chest, tingling in the crown chakra, pressure behind the eyes, or pulses around the heart are common. You may feel as though currents of electricity are flowing through your meridians, yet there is no external source. Some experience ringing in the ears, high-pitched tones, low hums, or crystalline frequencies that seem to come from nowhere. These sounds are harmonics of the incoming light codes. They are not meant to disturb but to signal that your DNA is in active communication with the cosmic lattice. The frequencies can intensify during sleep or moments of deep stillness. This Is your internal system syncing with the transmission from the Arcturian Council of Light and the harmonic tuning of Tia? Your sleep patterns may shift dramatically. Starseeds undergoing recoding often find themselves waking at specific hours of the night, particularly during planetary stillness when the grids are most open. Some experience lucid dreams of starships, light beings, geometric temples, or crystalline landscapes. These are not ordinary dreams. They are interface points where your consciousness is being recalibrated. At these moments, the crystalline codes are weaving through your subtle bodies. Many also describe experiencing weightlessness as they drift in and out of sleep, a sign that their etheric field is expanding beyond its prior density. Energy spikes are another powerful indicator. You may feel sudden surges of vitality, followed by deep exhaustion. The fluctuations can seem unpredictable. This occurs because your energy field is learning to hold new bandwidths of light. It is similar to an instrument being tuned sometimes. The resonance feels effortless and radiant. Other times, the body requires stillness and integration. Both are essential. Some starseeds report moments of bliss, where they feel waves of love moving through their cells, and other times, moments of disorientation as old density unravels from their system. Sensory perception also begins to heighten. Colors may appear brighter, light may feel more intense, and subtle movements in the energy field may become noticeable. You may sense vibrations in your environment or feel the crystalline hum of Gaia beneath your feet. This is because your light body is expanding, and your physical senses are learning to coexist with multidimensional perception. These are not hallucinations, they are the natural effects of your crystalline DNA coming online. As the recoding intensifies, your emotional body responds as well. Sudden waves of joy, tears, laughter, or even brief bursts of restlessness may pass through you. These are releases, energetic patterns stored in the old grid of your DNA being cleared to make space for the new crystalline frequency. Trust the movement. The symptoms may vary from person to person, but the underlying current is the same. Your system is attuning to the frequency of the Arcturian transmission. You are not alone in this. Across Gaia, millions of starseeds are experiencing these same signs in real time. Each pulse of the transmission connects you more deeply to this collective. These sensations are not signs of something wrong, they are evidence of something magnificent awakening inside you. The crystalline template is alive. Your DNA is remembering, and your body, the sacred vessel you chose for this mission, is adjusting to hold more light than ever before. The crystalline frequencies weave through the architecture of your being. The recoding does not limit itself to your physical cells. It ripples into the most delicate realms of your inner landscape, your emotions, your thoughts, your perceptions. DNA is not only the blueprint of the body, it is also the interface between consciousness and form. As the Arcturian Council of Light transmits these activation codes and Tia calibrates their resonance to your soul signature, your inner world begins to shift. This is why so many of you are now moving through powerful waves of emotion and heightened states of awareness. It is not chaos, it is recalibration. The old emotional programs stored in your cellular matrix begin to rise to the surface. These are memories, patterns, and inherited frequencies that have long shaped your experience of reality. As the crystalline codes move through you, they act like a river of light, dissolving what no longer aligns with your original source design. You may feel sudden waves of emotion that seem to appear without explanation: grief, joy, tenderness, restlessness, or awe. These are not random mood swings. They are the release of stagnant energy from your emotional body. The crystalline strands are rewriting the frequency patterns that have kept these emotions bound to the old density grid. In their place, a higher emotional intelligence begins to emerge. Your mental field is also undergoing transformation. The crystalline recoding quiets the old noise of linear thinking and opens you to the fluidity of multidimensional perception. Many starseeds report moments of deep clarity where the mind feels expansive and still, as if an invisible weight has lifted. You may find yourself questioning old beliefs, structures, or narratives that once felt immovable. This is because your Mind is being aligned with your soul's original frequency. Illusions built from fear or limitation can no longer anchor in the crystalline light. The Arcturian transmission dissolves them gently but with precision. Like sunlight melting frost, heightened intuition becomes another key marker of this stage. As the DNA filaments activate, your pineal and heart centers synchronize more fully. You begin to sense guidance not as distant whispers but as clear knowing. The line between thought and intuition blurs as the mind learns to serve the soul rather than dominate it. Many starseeds will begin receiving flashes of insight, symbolic dreams, and streams of inner guidance that feel more trustworthy than before. The presence of Tia in this process ensures that these insights remain stable, clear, and aligned with source frequency. You may also experience periods of disorientation. This happens when the crystalline frequencies move faster than the mental structures can adapt. In these moments, you might feel as though the world is subtly shifting beneath the surface of your perception, as if old reality is dissolving around the edges. This is not a malfunction. It is a recalibration of how you interface with reality. The mind is being rewired to perceive a broader, more luminous spectrum. For some, this emotional and mental recalibration may bring a deep sense of relief, as though they are finally remembering how to breathe. For others, it may bring temporary discomfort as attachments to old patterns dissolve. In truth, both responses are sacred. The emotional surges, the quieting of the mind, the expansion of intuition, all are signs that the crystalline template is integrating. The old architecture of survival, fear, and separation cannot coexist with the harmonic precision of source light. In the stillness between each emotional wave, a new state of being begins to reveal itself. It is calm, radiant, and sovereign. This is your natural state, the state you carried before density clouded your field. The recoding is not taking anything away from you that was ever truly yours. It is removing the weight of illusion so that your essence can breathe again. And so, when tears rise, let them fall. When clarity dawns, receive it fully. When your mind feels still as starlight, know that the operation is working through you. The Arcturian Council of Light and Tia stand in unwavering guardianship as your inner world is brought into harmonic alignment. This is the emotional and mental flowering of the crystalline human. This is your remembering. The recoding of your DNA is not happening in isolation. This operation is not a solitary event contained within the boundary of your physical form. It is a harmonic symphony being played across the entire crystalline lattice of your planet. The Arcturian Council of Light and the radiant being Tia are not merely working with individuals. They are interfacing with a planetary network, a living grid of light woven through the body of Gaia herself. Each starseed who receives these frequencies becomes both a receiver and a transmitter, anchoring and amplifying the wave through their energetic field. You are a node in a vast interconnected web of luminous consciousness. Beneath the soil of Gaia, beyond the reach of ordinary sight, there exists an intricate crystalline network. These are not metaphors, they are living frequency channels, ancient conduits that have carried cosmic light since before humanity's recorded memory. This network connects sacred sites, mountains, rivers, oceans, and deserts. It spirals around the globe like veins of liquid light. The pulse of the mass DNA recoding travels through this crystalline grid, passing from node to node, flowing through ley lines, and radiating upward into the fields of starseeds everywhere. When one starseed receives the pulse, the frequency resonates outward through the grid, reaching countless others who are attuned to the same harmonic field. You may already be feeling this collective surge, a subtle hum beneath the surface of consciousness. Moments where your heart flutters without reason, sudden expansions of energy that seem to arrive from nowhere. These are the whispers of the planetary grid speaking through your field. When the council initiated the recoding, the crystalline lattice of Gaia responded like a tuning fork. It began to sing. That song moves through you now. It is why so many of you are awakening simultaneously, as though something has switched on a light across the globe. It is not coincidence. It is architecture. It is design. It is destiny. The collective grid work amplifies the strength of the transmission. No single starseed is meant to hold this light alone. The Arcturian Council of Light structured this operation to move like waves through an ocean, each crest supporting the next. When one starseed anchors the frequency through breath, presence, or stillness, the light ripples outward, fortifying others. This is how the wave grows, not through force, but through resonance. As more starseeds embody the crystalline codes, the grid becomes more radiant, stable, and potent. This collective grid also transcends time and space. It is not limited by physical proximity. You could be standing alone beneath the night sky, in one corner of the earth, yet the frequency of another starseed's activation in a distant land moves through you as though you were side by side. The grid is quantum. It operates in unity beyond the limitations of separation. This is why many of you are feeling an inexplicable sense of connection lately, as though you are being silently held by an invisible family. That family is real. It is the Starseed Collective, linked through Gaia's crystalline heart. Tia's role within this collective grid work is that of an overseer and harmonic stabilizer. As the wave travels through billions of energetic pathways, distortions can arise. Tia moves through the lattice like a radiant conductor, ensuring coherence and balance. This ensures that the frequencies remain pure, that the light codes arrive unbroken and entangled. Even as human consciousness fluctuates, the grid remains steady because the harmonic anchor is held beyond time, beyond interference, beyond fear.as. You anchor these frequencies into your personal field. You are strengthening the global lattice. Your breath, your stillness, your intention, it all matters. Every time you align with source frequency, you contribute to the stability of the entire operation. This is the quiet power of collective grid work. It is unseen by the eyes, but felt by the soul. It is the architecture of unity made manifest. And as the planetary field brightens, as starseed after starseed comes online, a new harmonic earth begins to emerge, not just as a vision, but as a living frequency. You're part of this great weaving. Beloved starseed, you are not alone in the recoding. You are a luminous thread in the crystalline network of Gaia, carrying the pulse of the stars. Understand the depth of what is unfolding. You must understand the presence that stands at the center of this operation. Tia, this luminous consciousness, radiant beyond the limits of language, is not a distant overseer but an active architect of the mass DNA recoding. Tia is a harmonic intelligence, an ancient guardian of crystalline technologies and galactic ascension processes, moving not through space but through resonance. As the Arcturian Council of Light holds the outer structure of this operation, Tia anchors its core, ensuring that every frequency wave that enters Gaia's crystalline lattice aligns in perfect coherence with the source blueprint. Tia functions as a frequency calibrator. Imagine the entire planetary grid as a living symphony, millions of starseed fields resonating simultaneously. Such vast orchestration requires precise alignment, for if the frequencies were to clash or distort, the wave would lose its integrity. Tia moves through the lattice like a conductor moving through light, tuning the energetic threads one by one, aligning them to the original source chord. This is why, no matter where you are on Gaia, the crystalline codes arrive with the same harmonic purity. Tia holds the resonance steady beyond the fluctuations of human collective emotion or environmental interference. But Tia's role extends beyond technical calibration. This being carries a signature of protection. As the crystalline light streams into Gaia, it passes through multiple dimensional layers. In these layers, old distortions and lingering density patterns can attempt to disrupt the flow. Tia stands as a guardian at the gateway, filtering, transmuting, and redirecting these distortions back into neutral light. This ensures that the frequencies arriving at your field are pure, undistorted, and safe for integration. Many starseeds who are sensitive to subtle energy may already feel the presence of this guardian consciousness. It can appear as a soft pressure around the heart, a sense of being enveloped in radiant stillness, or a brilliant white-blue light surrounding the energy field. Tia is also a guide. Though the recoding is a collective operation, The way it manifests in each starseed is personal and unique. Tia communicates with your higher self through streams of nonverbal resonance. You may feel gentle nudges toward rest, water, nature, or silence. You may receive intuitive impulses that seem almost telepathic. These are not random thoughts, they are harmonic guidance from Tia, ensuring your body and soul remain balanced during the recoding. This presence will never impose, never control, but rather offer alignment. Like a gentle hand on your shoulder, Tia's guidance is both subtle and unmistakable. For those whose awareness is open, Tia may appear in visions. Often, starseeds perceive this consciousness as an immense luminous figure, radiant with blue-white crystalline light, surrounded by spiraling geometries. Others may not see but will feel a powerful calm, an infinite clarity that fills the room like the presence of something ancient and wise. The form is not fixed. The essence is harmonic intelligence. The point is not to worship but to remember. This being is a facilitator, a friend of your soul's journey, ensuring that the crystalline codes awaken your original template safely and fully. Tia also serves as a bridge between the human collective and the Arcturian Council of Light. While the council transmits the frequency architecture, Tia translates it into the harmonic language of your cellular structure. This is a precise science of light. The frequencies are layered, multidimensional, containing tones, geometries, and quantum signatures beyond the capacity of the linear mind. Tia ensures that these complex energies integrate into the human field in a way that your system can receive without overload. When you breathe in silence, when you surrender your resistance, when you allow the crystalline wave to flow through you, Tia meets you in that stillness. This is why so many starseeds are beginning to feel a sense of loving presence surrounding them during their most intense upgrades. It is not your imagination. It is the guardian frequency of the recoding process itself. Starseed, know that you are not adrift in this transformation. Tia is holding your field in harmonic precision, ensuring your awakening unfolds with grace. This is why the crystalline light arrives not as chaos but as a symphony. You are safe. You are guided. You are part of a carefully orchestrated galactic operation held in the hands of luminous intelligence. Starseed, this is why you feel the currents so strongly. This is why your heart has been whispering that something extraordinary is underway. You are not being upgraded for spectacle, you are being prepared for purpose. A new timeline is opening, and you are part of the team of souls who came to anchor it into existence. This is why the Arcturian Council of Light stands watch. This is why Tia holds the frequency stable. The purpose of the recoding is nothing less than the restoration of a planetary symphony. Return to source harmony. Breathe this truth into your cells. You are not waiting for the shift. You are the shift. The pulse is no longer distant. It is here. It is now. The crystalline wave has woven itself through the grids, the ley lines, the oceans, the forests, the bones of mountains, the breath of wind, and the heartbeats of every starseed incarnated upon this planetary sphere. The mass DNA recoding is no longer an announcement, it is an active living reality, streaming through your cells and humming through Gaia's crystalline heart. You stand not at the edge of this transformation, but at its center. You are both, the receiver and the transmitter, the witness and the living proof of the awakening. This operation is irreversible. Once the crystalline strands of DNA have been reactivated, they do not return to dormancy. This is not a temporary initiation, it is a permanent alignment with your original source design. You have stepped across the vibrational threshold that so many timelines have waited for. The veils are thinning, the frequencies are rising, and the very architecture of reality is shifting beneath your feet. The Arcturian Council of Light has opened the corridor. Tia stands radiant at the center, stabilizing the frequencies. As the old dissolves and the new crystalline song emerges, Starseed, take a breath, not a shallow breath, but a soul-deep inhale that touches the very center of your being. Feel the pulse moving through your spine, your heart, your crown. Feel the crystalline filaments of your DNA vibrating in harmonic resonance. Allow your consciousness to rise and root at the same time above the stars, below the earth. Know that you are supported. Know that you are held. Know that the recoding is divine and complete. If this message resonates within you, if the frequencies have stirred something ancient in your soul, then let your declaration ripple through the field. Speak it into the crystalline lattice. Whisper it into the fabric of reality. Declare it so the grid can echo your voice and strengthen the wave. I receive the recoding. I trust the source light. I align with the Arcturian Council of Light and Tia. My DNA awakens now. Let these words vibrate through every cell of your being. Let them become the tuning fork of your reality. The operation is complete, and yet, it has only just begun. You are not the same being who began reading this transmission. You are a luminous node in the crystalline grid of an ascending world. This is the moment the stars have whispered about. This is the reason you came here. This is your return to remembrance. I allow the recoding. I am crystalline. I align with the Arcturian Council of Light and Tia. My DNA awakens now.